I read comic books and I was the hero of the comic book. I saw movies and I was the hero in the movie. So every dream that I ever dreamed has come true 100 times.
Just the king of rock and roll, king of rock and roll.
Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby.
Oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah, baby.
The best 2 hours of Elvis.
Blue Suede Connection. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I have no rhythm. I can honestly admit that.
I've danced with you before. You're not that bad.
Well, you're a good dancer. So that's why you're going to share the dancing stuff. I was going to do it. No. TL can do this one.
Oh, right.
She gets it. All right.
So we're going to ourpastimes.com for this. The 4 popular dances of the 1950s.
Okay.
We're going to start with number 4, the jitterbug. Now, what's funny about this is actually rooted in the 30s and the 40s. It was regularly performed, though, on American Bandstand in the 50s. And although some of the more flashy moves were not allowed in order to maintain the show's wholesome image.
Ah, yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
All right. Number 3, the hand jive.
Born to hand jive, baby. Grease. There you go.
Yeah. The hand jive was created by DJ and record producer Johnny Otis. His hit song, Willie and the Hand Jive, along with the accompanying dance, took the country by storm in 1958.
Wow, okay.
Number 2, the stroll. We've all heard of that.
Like that one, yeah.
The stroll of the 50s was danced to a slow groove. It was a boys on one side, girls on the other, and this was also big on American Bandstand.
Right. Bandstand helped a lot of dances.
Yeah, I think so. The twist.
There you go.
Everybody knows the twist. The dance inspired the song, actually. Hank Ballard saw some teens doing the dance in 1955 and quickly wrote the song. Chubby Checker was hired to record it, and the dance craze caught on quickly.
There you go. I like
so
that.
It was the dance before the song. I thought it was the other way around, so that's interesting. A few other dances that didn't make the list. The bunny hop.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Remember that one? The boogie woogie. Which I thought was also a 30s thing. Must have gone into the 50s.
Yeah.
The Madison line dance and something called the rock and roll, which I'm not sure what that is.
Interesting. Do you know how to do most of those dances?
No, just a few of them. Yeah.
Interesting.
Of course, everybody can do the twist.
Yeah.
The stroll, you have to have like a few people to do that. Of course, everybody can do the hand jive. The jitterbug, I know parts of that dance. Yeah.
I think the hand jive I could probably handle. I don't know about the rest.
You're funny.
Maybe I could stroll a little bit. Who knows? All right. One thing that's the same in my mind, that's food. I love it. That's why I'm such a thin guy.
Yeah.
Because I love food so
Me
much.
too.
But you're going to talk 50s food, right? Kind of what was going on back in the day.
Well, HoustonPress.com is giving us the top 10 foods of the 50s. I found number 1 to be very disturbing, but we won't start there. We're going to start at number 5. Deviled eggs, a staple at a party.
Right.
Deviled eggs were especially popular in the summer months. Well, that still stands for today.
Sure. I love them.
Number 4, baked Alaska,
Never
which is
had
an
it.
ice cream sponge cake mix. I've never had it either. It's toasted in meringue, invented in the 19th century.
Wow. That sounds good.
This is not a favorite of mine. Tuna noodle casserole.
I like it.
You catch myself here. Anyway, it's a dish that was heavily marketed in the 50s. Companies often joined forces to promote the recipe.
Oh.
So, number 2, meatloaf. That's a favorite.
Who doesn't love meatloaf?
That's an American staple.
Right.
Add a side of buttery mashed potatoes and a tall glass of milk.
A Hawthorne meal once a week was mashed potatoes, meatloaf, corn, and a glass of milk.
Ah, okay.
And you can't forget my pudding in a cloud, but that's a whole other story.
That's a whole other story, big time. All right, number 1. Now, this is very disturbing. Swanson frozen dinners.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So my whole vision of the 50s has just been destroyed.
Can you say processed?
Yes, and I always thought moms of the 50s were always cooking, but apparently it was first introduced in 1954. These little tidy dinners became America's favorite fake homemade meal. And again, I can't even go there.
Well, men love them that don't have a wife or a girlfriend to help them out. They probably think they're the best thing in the world. It's okay.
Well, you know what it would do to me if I tried to eat it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the party, the Blue Suede Connection party, ladies and gentlemen. It's the coolest, most far-out place to be on the planet.
Today, it should have been a hit or a bigger hit. That's what we're doing here on the show today. Songs
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yes, TL and I play these songs every week, and we're thinking, wow, that should have been a a bigger song. And I thought, that's a whole show right there. Mm-hmm. You know, we just got to put them all together, just throw a bunch in there. And if there's songs that you feel should have been a bigger hit than they were, you're welcome to contact us. There's several ways to do so.
Absolutely. 540-227-0514 is the easiest way. And that phone number is also good on WhatsApp.
Yeah, call us and leave a message, and you just may hear yourself on the radio. You know, this show today is so Elvis Presley. You know, I mean, I know obviously it is because it's what it's about. But, but what I'm saying is, you know, we've heard gospel. Yeah. We've heard stuff with the country feel. Sure. We've heard pop. We've heard doo-wop. We just heard rhythm and blues right there. Yeah. It's just so much stuff.
That's Elvis.
It is. And, you know... It just made me laugh. I started laughing as soon as I turned the mic on. I couldn't help it.
I looked over at you and you're giggling before you even tried. Like, okay, something struck your fancy.
Well, because I thought to myself, this is so Elvis, and it dawned on me, well, of course, it's Blue Suede Connection.
And you know, it's funny because other shows, if you're listening to Frank Sinatra, let's say you're getting Frank Sinatra. I mean, he does a certain kind of, you know, maybe some swing and ballads and whatnot. And if you're listening to rock and roll, you're getting a certain, you know, if it's metal or it's Madonna, you're getting a certain feel. But Elvis, you're getting everything, baby.
Yeah, you are, and I love it. That's what makes him who he is.
That's right.
And we've been sharing a little bit today, different stories about him. I love that Steve Martin story, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Elvis said, I had the same kind of sense of humor. People don't get me either sometimes.
You know, and that's true, because sometimes when I listen to him and he cracks a joke, I think, what's he talking about?
And only he's laughing. Yeah,
and he's the only one laughing. Yeah. He's like, oh, never mind.
Funny. We love our guy, don't we? He just makes us so happy. Well, we'll share something else about him there. You were sharing some things earlier.
Yeah, we've been given some quotes from liveabout.com. It's basically Elvis's thoughts on life and such. And this is his thoughts on being a rock star and just life in general. He says, I'm so lucky to be in the position to give. It's really a gift to be able to give.
There you go.
Yeah. And then people ask me where I got my singing style, and I don't copy it from anybody.
You didn't.
Yeah. And then he says, you only pass through this life once. You ain't coming back for an encore.
Well, it's all 50s today. It's all Elvis. So we're going to talk some 50s candy. Now, if you're having a rock and roll Elvis party back in the day in the 1950s, these are some items you would probably find at that party.
All right.
The good sweet stuff. The stuff you don't like so much that I am addicted to. And most of this still exists. Charleston Chew, that's still out there. Bazooka Gum, Necco Wafers, they're all still out there. Bit of Honey, that's something if you got a filling, you might want to be careful eating those. Caramel Creams, they're still on the market. Mary Jane's.
Okay.
Tootsie Rolls. Dad's Root Beer Barrels. Now, I think you can still get those. I remember those. They were pretty cool. Junior Mints. I've seen you eat those before in the past. Sugar Babies. I don't know if they still make those or not.
In the movie theaters.
Good and Plenty. That's still out there in the Zagnut Candy Bar.
Some people like to rock, some people like to roll, but moving and the grooving gonna satisfy my soul and have a party.
ATL, I hear people are making the connection.
That's the rumor.
But in case you've been living on Mars
or vacationing on Venus,
we've got a show for you.
It's 2 hours of Elvis and fun.
So join the party.
Make the connection. Forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And hit that notification bell.
We are your Blue Suede Connection.